Virginia Veronica, some of you may have known her back in the day. And we want to welcome you and thank you for coming to hear our son play piano, Andrew Greenaway. He's been practicing for many days, months for this. This is his year's work that he's put into his piano. And we'd like to welcome you all. And it's kind of a new beginning as we enjoy this new piano that the Huckabees so generously gave us to the community center. So thank you. And some of us gathered to rake the field across the street, and now we're welcoming a whole new group of people to listen to the piano. So I wanted to introduce my son, Andrew Greenaway, who will be playing. Andrew? Oh, and if you could silence your cell phones, please. Thank you. If everyone could silence their cell phones. Thank you.
Hello. I'd like to thank first of all again the Huckabees for graciously giving us this piano. I don't know what I would have had to do. I'd like to thank my sister Izzy for baking us some cookies. And I'd like to thank the whole MPIA for letting me play here and setting this whole thing up. Yeah, I've actually performed all of these over the last year, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to share them all with you. So I thought because it's the eve of the 4th of July, it would only be fitting for me to start with the national anthem. So please rise. You can turn around and face the flag. Well, for the first piece, I thought, of course we had to have some Bach in here. So this is Bach's Fugue in F minor from his Well-Tempered Clavier, which is a collection of pieces which was written to help a new generation of pianists acclimatize to a new kind of instrument, which was actually the predecessor to this piano. And a fugue is a piece where there are multiple voices weaving in and out of each other, and they create a really beautiful end product. So I hope you enjoy it. So the next piece has a really interesting backstory to it. Well, Beethoven was one of the foremost virtuosos of his day, and people all around had heard his name. He was very famous. And so naturally that came with its consequences, and there were some people who came to challenge his supremacy over the place where he lived. One of these people was named Daniel Steibelt, and so he came to Vienna to challenge Beethoven in an improvisation contest. And so as Steibelt was improvising, and everyone was really amazed, Beethoven got the sense that this wasn't just on the fly. He wasn't improvising this. He had practiced this before. Like this was a fake. And then Steibelt even dared to use one of Beethoven's own themes, which in those days was quite a challenge. So Beethoven was having none of this, and he got some Steibelt's music and he threw it onto the piano and he played the first few notes. And then he started actually improvising on it, on the spot, and making fun of Steibelt's style, and over these notes of his. And so by the time he gets to his own theme, Steibelt has been humiliated, and he runs away, and he says he's never going to come back to Vienna while Beethoven is alive. And he actually doesn't. But beyond this, there's even more personal themes. Like Beethoven, at the time he published this, had just come through a really tough time when he was going deaf, and he was really struggling to deal with that. And what came out of this was masterpieces like this, where he decided he was going to persevere through all these challenges, even if it wasn't going to be easy. And so even more than this is a triumph of Beethoven over someone who's challenging him. It's also his triumph over the hard parts of life that were trying to get him down. He wouldn't let them. So I hope you enjoy this. The next one, also by Beethoven, also a symphony, actually has quite a similar theme too of triumph over adversity. And by writing this one, Beethoven was already almost completely deaf, so he basically couldn't hear what he had just written. And so this is like the ultimate. The ultimate victory over his deafness and against everything that anyone could throw at him. So this is parts of the last movement of his Ninth Symphony, which has probably the most famous tune. And unfortunately, it's not the whole thing, which is 25 minutes long. But we're just going to have to do this with these fragments of it. So I hope you enjoy this one.